Welcome back, everyone, to Project SSL. This is year 1, week 3 of trying to hit SSL in ones. So for this week, I was able to hit around 26 matches, 2 matches less than last week, which is still good. My goal is trying to hit 20 to 25 games. So anything over that is pretty solid, I say. So, and let me put you guys the replay, and I'll explain to you guys the notes that I took from this week. So let me bring that up for you guys and press play. Nice. So for our ending rank for this week, we ended up in Champ 1 Division 2, which is 2 divisions lower from where we started from this week. And I say there's 2 main reasons why I feel like my performance suffered a little bit. One of them being is I got a coaching session with a new coach. Like last week I said, he goes by the name of Grayson, and he's a great coach. The session went well that we had, just that I was trying to implement new ideas from the coaching session, which is why I felt like my performance suffered a little bit. And another reason why I say I didn't do as well is I had family from out of state come visit, which is nice. I hadn't seen them in a while, so anytime I get to see them is a blessing. So I had my attention focused on that for time being as well. And yeah, those are like the 2 major reasons why I felt like I didn't do my best in ones. So going into Sunday, that's when I had the most matches, 13 matches, only 4 wins out of 4 wins and 9 losses. So for that day, I realized that once again I didn't follow the advice that I told myself last week, in which I only should be playing around 8 to 10 games per session, just because of how taxing ones can be. So I have following pretty much for the upcoming weeks, I need to remind myself, like these videos, I need to pretty much rewatch them almost at least like twice a week, so I could see that I'm saying that I should not be playing as much, only 8 to 10 sessions, or 8 to 10 games per session. So that's what I got from Sunday. Monday was a practice day, so I mainly focused on mechanics and only played one game, which I was able to get a win. In that game I got solid challenges, which was a bonus. However, I did need to work on my shadow defense, as I'll explain from my coaching session that I got of what I was doing. So speaking of the coaching session, that's what I had on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, Grayson and I went over a replay review of one of my games, and we were able to take away 3 main points from it. So the first one is shadow defense. So when I shadow defend, I should be shadow defending from either going inside to outside position or outside to inside position, instead of putting myself in the middle, in the middle, meaning putting my card between the ball and the goal directly. Even though that does hide you from the ball, it does lead you to being air dribble bump or high flicks. So I need to put myself in better spots in order to defend mostly flicks. Another point that we got was when going for a 50-50, that I should be flipping in the direction that my card goes. Excuse me. Yeah, so there was a situation where I was driving from the right side to the from right side of the ball to the left side of the ball, and instead of flipping in that same direction, I flipped the opposite way. And due to me doing that, the opponent was able to get a low 50 in, and the ball stayed perfectly in front for him. Or no, it didn't stay in front of him, but it bounced in the direction of the net, in which he was able to follow up and score. So that was another note I took for 50-50s. And our last note is to always be aware of where my opponents are. There are a lot of times in which the ball would go floating into the air and it would be near the ceiling, and I just wouldn't turn off ball cam, and I would just leave it on until the ball would drop. And most of the time when that happened, the opponent would jump up and hit the ball and ultimately scoring in my net. So what I need to do is turn off ball cam for a sec, or while the ball is in the air, to push up my right stick in order for my camera to pan down, so I can see if my opponent is facing me or already retreating back. So those were the 3 major points we took from the coaching session. So heading into Wednesday, were my ones games, which I did five games, 2 wins, 3 losses. All of them I felt pretty solid each game, and it wasn't the games weren't that bad since I was trying to incorporate new ideas. So I felt pretty good since, like I said, I was executing new ideas. But the main focus that I was trying to take away from it was trying to increase my awareness. The same situation happened. Ball would be in the air. I would stay in ball cam for too long. I'd get beat to the ball. I need to just keep reminding myself to turn off ball cam to see where my opponent is while the ball's in the air. So going into Thursday, I only did a little bit of Rocket League that day, because that's when my family came over from out of state to visit. So I only did 2 games that day, both wins, which was nice. Same thing, I need to increase my awareness, as well as need to watch out for fake challenges that I encounter. Friday, I didn't play as much Rocket League. However, I did watch some ones games on YouTube. One channel that I'm following right now is Kevpert, which she has a lot of tutorials on different mechanics of the game and has analysis as well on ones. So that day I spent most of my time just watching his replay analysis and see what I can incorporate into my game. And that leads us to Saturday, which I only did a few 1 games as well, 4 matches, 1 win, 3 losses. That day I did not let me hold before that, let me just play it back. That day I had a party to go to, so my head wasn't really focused on the matches, so that's why I took the L's as proven with the 3 losses. And I put that I shouldn't put myself in awkward positions. If I'm going to try to have a stable lead or comeback, stable lead or trying to have a comeback, I need to put my car in the best spots, meaning wherever the ball is going to land, I should have my nose pointing forward already instead of being completely backwards. And yeah, those were all my notes for this week. I guess future plans for this upcoming week. One is that I'm starting my last year of college. So this upcoming week I'm going to be focused on school. There's going to be less time for Rocket League, just because I want to figure out how my schedule is going to be, since I have the ability to drop one of my classes. So I am going to play 4 days out of the week, I think like an hour of Rocket League. And then the rest of the days, most likely the usual amount, which is, I would say, around 1.5 to 2 hours. Excuse me. So yeah, so I'm gonna be setting my schedule up, and that's about it. I'll be leaving a link down below in the description of the video that I watched that's helping me with defensive positioning, especially for shadow defense. And I'll catch you guys next week. See ya.